Hi everyone, this is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics. And if you're wondering how to use bay leaves to attract money, you landed on the right video. Today I'm going to give you multiple ways of using bay leaves to attract nothing but money. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, this is a metaphysical law of attraction channel that gives manifesting techniques in all different ways. So if you want to support this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, tap the bell everyone, and don't forget, watch the next video. I'm back everyone. Now, what is it that I have to tell you about bay leaves that you can use to attract money? Now listen, when I say bay leaves, I'm talking about whole, dry bay leaves. Not bay leaves that are wet, nothing like that. You just need to go to the store and pick up bay leaves. You can go to any food store and there's a section with whole bay leaves. Now, what are we going to do with this and why are we using it? In herbal magic or feng shui, bay leaves is one of the herbs that is known to help attract abundance. It can attract abundance in all different ways. But we're going to focus today on attracting money. And I'm going to tell you specifically what you need to do in multiple ways so that you guys can figure out which one works best for you. Now, when it comes down to attracting money into your life and you want to use a ritual or a technique, it's not all about just doing it. I really need you guys to get yourself prepared before you even start. So for me, if I'm going to do like a money ritual or do something where I'm trying to attract abundance, I want to make sure the space around me is clean. So I might sage my home, okay? I might go around and sage my home and then open up the windows to let the fresh air come in and the sun. Another thing that I might do, I might take an actual sea salt bath or a prosperity bath and light myself a green candle. And listen, these are the things that I would do to get myself ready to attract abundance into my life. And again, these are tips, and you guys know on this channel during my videos, I usually throw out tips to help you guys along the way. So to prepare for this video, I already have a green candle burning. I also have cinnamon incense burning, which is also known to attract abundance. You can also use money drawing incense. You can use prosperity incense. So many different things you can do. The first technique that you can do, which is very simple, and that is to write on the bay leaf. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to take a whole bay leaf, okay? And it doesn't matter if it's chipped or anything like that. But you try to find a whole one, and if you don't have one, use one that is a little chipped. It's okay. It's a dry bay leaf, so it is meant to break apart, everyone, okay? So now, for me, when it comes down to writing on a bay leaf, I only use a Sharpie. I can use a black Sharpie, a green Sharpie, a blue one, whatever one that resonates with you. Now, on this bay leaf, you might want to write dollar signs. You might want to write a specific amount. You might want to write a date. Whatever it is, you can write on the front and you can write on the back. But for me, I usually write on the front, and on the back, I usually write something like, "Thank you, God," or "It is done." Now, once you wrote on your bay leaf, what are you going to do with it? There are multiple things you can do. The first thing is you can take the bay leaf and you can burn it in the flame of a candle. Now, again, I'm using a green candle for money, for abundance. You can also use, if you don't have it, a white candle, everyone. White is universal, okay? Now, I also have here a gold candle, and you can also use a brown candle. But you're going to write on the bay leaf and then burn it in the flame, okay? Now, this is another tip. You're not just going to write on the bay leaf and burn it in the candle. While you're doing this, you're going to be thinking about what it is that you want. And you can say things like, thank you, God, for blessing me with the $50,000. Whatever it is that you want, you can do this. Again, you're going to, as you're writing it on the bay leaf, you are thinking, you can visualize, you can say an affirmation while you're doing this, and then burn it in the flame of a candle. Okay? Now, while you're burning the bay leaf, you're going to need something to catch it as it breaks apart. So I advise a bowl or a dish, anything to catch it that's not flammable. And then what are you going to do with the remains? I would take it out to my front door and blow it out to the universe, okay? This is something that I do. It's like putting a stamp on whatever it is that you want. And that is it. Now, what is the next technique that I'm going to tell you that you can use to attract abundance, attract that money into your life? And again, this is something very simple. You can write on a bay leaf, again, the amount or dollar signs, and on the back, thank you, God, this is done. And you can place it in your wallet. Now, listen, you guys are probably saying, well, Yvette, this is so foolish. Listen, if you think it's foolish, it's not going to work. Just take the bay leaf that you have impregnated to attract abundance and place it near your money. Okay? I would place it right there near my money, and I would let it go and not think anything else about it. Just knowing that every time I open up my wallet, I am seeing a bay leaf that is programmed to attract money into my life. As you spend or use money, you send the money out and you say, as I send this money out, it comes back to me multiplied. And that is it. These are the things that I would do to actually bring in more money into my life. Now, there are other ways of using bay leaves, so stick with this video. Now, the next way of using a bay leaf to actually manifest or attract abundance, again, is writing on the bay leaf, and this time you're going to put it in something like a sachet bag or a sock or whatever you have. And what are you going to do with this? You're going to put it under your pillow. Now, wherever it is you lay your head, I want you to place it in the pillowcase, under the pillow so you don't feel it, and sleep on it. Now, to add a couple of tips to this, when you're doing this, you are welcome to add extra things in here that also attract abundance. And I'm telling you guys, please be creative, everyone. One of the stones can be a green aventurine, which is known to attract money. You can place that in there. You can also place in here cinnamon, that is also known to attract abundance. A citrine crystal. Now listen, I'm not telling you to place all of these crystals in this bag. I'm telling you to find a crystal that attracts abundance if you want to, and you can add it in here. You can also add a cinnamon chip or a cinnamon stick. Anything you want, you can place it in here. But I do need it to be programmed to attract money. Now, what's going to happen when you sleep on this? You are actually helping to program your subconscious mind to bring this into your life. You might have dreams about it. You might get up the next day and get a phone call. You might get in your car and go to work and get a promotion for the exact same amount that you're looking for. Whatever it is, it comes in expected and unexpected ways. Now, some of you are going to ask, Yvette, how long do we keep this under the pillow? You can keep this under the pillow until it manifests. Some of you might prefer to keep it under your pillow for 7 days and then burn the bay leaf. Others of you might want to keep it under your pillow for 7 days and then carry it around with you in your pocketbook. Please be creative. This is not a task. This is something that you're doing to actually bring in whatever it is that you want. And in this case, it's money. Now, the next tip concerning bay leaves is very simple. And that is, you guys, placing it all around your home. Now these look brown because they've been in my house for the longest. In fact, I might replace them. I have these around my house where I have certain ornaments that has bay leaves, cinnamon, crystals that attract abundance, nutmeg, walnuts, pecans, whatever it is. I make my own little decoration and I keep it by my front door. Why? Because I want nothing but abundance to come in my front door. Again, these are little things that you can do to attract money into your house. Now, the next thing I want to tell you that you can do with bay leaves is you can actually make a money jar and place it in your home. A money jar will consist of many different things that you use to attract abundance. Bay leaf, cinnamon being number one. Other than that, you can add crystals. You can add dollar bills in here. You can do so many things and add it to this money jar and place it in your home. This right here is in my kitchen above my refrigerator, and it's been there for, oh my God, months. Okay, so again, these are things that you can do. I'm not telling you to do all of them, but these are certain things that you can do that actually works when it comes down to attracting money. Now, the last thing that I want to tell you when it comes down to using bay leaves, when you have bay leaves, a lot of them are going to break up into small pieces, and this is normal, everyone. You can take those small pieces and sprinkle it on your altar. You can place it around your candle, wherever you're burning a candle. Whatever it is you're doing in your home, when it comes down to manifesting anything, you are welcome to sprinkle bay leaves around. Listen, regardless if it's whole or crumbled or in pieces, it does not matter. The actual bay leaf is known as a money attractor. And that's all you need to know. Now, to add a couple of extra tips to this, as stated before, wherever you're putting bay leaves, you can also add other things to it to bring in abundance, like cinnamon sticks, cinnamon powder, cinnamon chips. You can add a pyrite, which is also called fool's gold. You can also add citrine, green aventurine, jade, red jasper, whatever it is that attracts abundance, and you can add it with the bay leaves. Again, this has been by my door for years, and now it's probably time for me to replace a couple of things. Now, other than that, when you're using a bay leaf, you are welcome to add an oil, everyone. An oil could be money drawing oil. It could be better business. It could be magnet oil to actually anoint the bay leaf, anoint the crystal, whatever it is you're using, and then let it go. Those of you that are not seeing what it is that you want, remember, everything starts from within first, and then you see it on the external. So if you're not getting whatever it is that you want, maybe the universe is still working it out for you to get it. Or you are putting up a block, and that block really is coming from you. So again, know yourself, use these techniques, and listen, they actually work. Okay, everyone, this is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics, and I just gave you multiple ways of attracting money using bay leaves. If you want more manifesting techniques, the only thing you need to do is watch the next video. Other than that, support this channel by liking, subscribing, and tapping the bell. If you want to buy any of these items, the only thing you have to do is look in the description and hit the link. Other than that, much love to all of you guys. Until the next video, namaste.